Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. I have to tell you, I never expect anybody to request a makeup look from me. I am not a makeup artist, so when one person requests me to do a makeup look, I usually jump on it because I am so unbelievably flattered. But after my video that I posted just yesterday, like 2 or 3 people requested I do this look, so I knew I had to come on and do it. So basically I'm gonna recreate the look that I did in my video that I posted for my Pan in Every Palette update. Let's get into it. I'm gonna scoot you guys in closer. Okay, here we are. I have already primed my eyelids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I've set it with a loose pigment that I'm trying to use up as a powder to set my eyeshadow primer. And the first shade I'm gonna go in with is a very hot pink. This happens to be the NYX Primal Colors in hot pink, but if you're like me, you have a lot of hot pinks in your stash because they're very adorable and very, there's one in every palette these days. It's pretty easy to find a hot pink. So dig out one of your hot pinks. This happens to be in my Do Japan My Battleship project right now, and I'm working to hit pan on it. And I'm gonna take a kind of mid-sized fluffy crease brush. This is the soft dome brush from Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to swirl my brush around there and just kind of blend it out in my crease, working it upward softly as possible. I need to get a mirror. Did that go really light on you guys? I'm sorry. I kind of like to drag it out a little bit. And bring it back in the outer corner. It'll get covered up, but I like to start with it there. Like so. Okay, next I'm gonna take a pencil brush and the same hot pink shade and run that along my lower lash line. I think I'm close to hitting pan, you guys. Oh my gosh. Hey, Woody. All right, so that's basically how this look starts. I know it looks kind of crazy, and it is, but hopefully it'll come together again. Okay, next I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with a very light shimmery shade. This one has a little bit of pink in it. It doesn't really show up that pink on me. I'm also wearing it as my face highlight today. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with my Subculture palette, and specifically I'm gonna apply the shade Untamed to basically the outer half of my entire eyelid. I don't know of any good dupes for this eyeshadow off the top of my head. If you don't have this palette, I don't know what to recommend you use because I don't have this shade everywhere. It is kind of a unique shade. So if you know of any good dupes, leave them in the comments below for somebody else to see them. And I'm gonna use a much smaller brush for this job. This is the Defined Crease brush from Makeup Geek. I like to use this for these very pigmented shades that are a bit dark because if I use something bigger and fluffier, it turns the eye into a very blown out smoky eye really fast. So I have to use something quite small and more precise. So this one seems to work well for the job, and I literally just tap it in the pan. I barely touch it. That's it. And I'm gonna start out here and kind of create the outer corner of my eye look and start blending it in. if I lay the brush down just right, it kind of does the job for me. And I like to make sure that I have the most pigment along the lash line. So I will go back in right here and just make sure there's pigment there. And for this look, I'm not going to be like blending the two out too much. I'm just kind of placing the pigment there and leaving it. I will go back in with the brush that I used the pink for and just kind of go over the edges. But that's basically it. It's really fast and quick with this brush. Just tap it in like that. And then I lay it down on my eye. Tap it, lay it down. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Next, I'm gonna take this itty bitty liner brush. This is the MAC 208, and I'm gonna go in with All Star and line my lower lash line right next to my lashes to kind of make that pink look a little less pink. A little. And I'll just blend that out one more time with the pencil brush. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with Fun in the Sun from my Life's a Festival. That's that shimmery golden shade at the top. But like I said in my Pan in Every palette update, if you don't have this palette, you could just use Electric from the Subculture palette. They're basically the same. And I'm just gonna take this shade right here and apply it to the inner half of my eyelid using my finger. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And then I just like to spend a little time where they cross over each other, making sure that they blend into each other somewhat. I might go back in with that Untamed shade and touch up the outer edge again. Oh. It's just so pretty. It's the star of the show, the belle of the ball. I'll go ahead back in one more time with Untamed and just clean up that outer edge and deepen it up again. That's that. And then for an inner corner highlight, I'm going to use my ColourPop Couche to brighten up and hopefully bring it all together. I love this so very much. Try not to go overboard with it, but I do every time. Just can never have too much brightness on the inner corner, I think. Okay, and this is the finished look right here. I added my Firebird lipstick from Urban Decay on my lips. I took my hair down, but it is being squirrely today. This is some day 3 hair right here, so I don't know what to say about that. I added mascara, and for eyeliner, I actually used 2 different shades. I used this kind of electric blue shade on my upper lash line, and I used this deep purple shade on my waterline. I very rarely use 2 different eyeliners, but with this look, I felt like it called for it. So I used both of these, top and bottom. And this is the finished look right here. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial, especially those of you who requested it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you guys ever want to see anything, always let me know. Sometimes I forget, but I try to listen to your requests and give you guys what you want. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.